Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today let's switch gears a little. I won't be talking about crypto for the next couple of videos. Instead, I will be showing you step by step how to build your very first e-commerce WordPress website. When I posted this video a year ago on how to build a website using a .crypto domain, I got a lot of really great feedback and comments, but people had a lot of questions. They wanted to know how to add a contact form or analytics or add pages or navigation or add a database or do some cool features with it. I want to be able to move this green section over to the right and this image over to the left. How do I do that? Well, the way that this crypto website was built was using HTML and CSS. If you're not familiar with either of those coding technologies, you're going to have a really hard time making changes. That's why this series of videos is in place. In the next couple of weeks, I will be posting step-by-step tutorials on how to get your website up and running, a custom website. We're not talking about crypto here, we're talking about WordPress. And in my experience in the last 10 or 15 years of me building websites, I know how to get a website that is great, that is quick and fast and very affordable. And I can show you how to do that without any code knowledge. Now, before I jump into what is needed, I will tell you that there are some really great deals going on. I'm posting this video right before Black Friday, Thanksgiving time, and there are a lot of different companies that offer really great deals, but they are for a limited time. So if you're seeing this video in December or January and those deals don't exist, it's not a problem. You can always find different coupon codes and whatnot online. There are almost always deals going on. And sometimes when you want a deal but the company's not publicly offering it, you can reach out to them and see if they are offering any deals, because a lot of them a lot of the time are. And the reason why I wanted to show you how to build your own website is to save you money in the long run. If we take a look at some of the three big players when it comes to building websites, we have Wix, Squarespace, and Shopify. All three of these offer a pretty decent service, but you will pay for that service. $16 a month with Wix. You've got $16 a month if you pay annually with Squarespace. If you're paying monthly with Squarespace, $23 a month. And with Shopify, if you pay monthly, it's $29 a month versus their yearly, which is $14.44 a month. These are really expensive in my opinion. I can give you the same website that you can get with any one of these three different sites, but I can get it to you for about $3 a month. Now, I won't be covering Wix, Squarespace, or Shopify in any of these tutorials, but if you have questions, you can leave them down below and I will do my best to answer them, or at the very least, point you in the right direction. For now, I'm going to close three of these sites, and I'm going to show you the things that I have learned over the years on how to save money while getting a really great service. So when it comes to building a website, you need two specific things. You need a domain name from a domain registrar like Namecheap.com or GoDaddy.com, and you need website hosting. The company I will be using for this series of videos is SiteGround because they are light years ahead of all the competition in my opinion. I've been using SiteGround for the last couple of years and I build websites professionally, and I can tell you that they are super fast. They've got a really great deal going on right now, $2 a month, and their customer service technologists are super knowledgeable. But by all means, you are welcome to browse around, see what other companies offer. We've got Bluehost here offering $2.95 a month. We have HostGator for $2.75 a month, and we have Hostinger at $2.49 a month. These three companies are good, but they're not great. SiteGround is great. I will also mention I will not be covering Bluehost, HostGator, or Hostinger in this series of videos, but if you have questions, leave them down below and I will do my best to help you out. So I'm going to go ahead and close these for now. So let's go ahead and talk about domain names. I'll be using Namecheap.com to get my domain name. The domain name is simply the URL that you see up here, and you can really search for anything that you want. So let's go ahead and do a generic thing like dog training. This is probably the most generic thing ever because everybody uses dog training as their examples. You could search with a space, and the site will do its best to find existing domains that are available for rent. Any of these domain names are for rent only. This price here means you will have a renewal every single year at this is the first year and this is every year after it. You've got dogtraining.tech, $8 for the first year, $46 every year after that. If you go with something a little bit more customized to your business, let's say you sell custom t-shirts and your name is Michael. Maybe you say Michael's T-shirts and you do search. You can see that there are cheaper options. Michael's T-shirts.fashion, $13 for the first year, $26 every year after that. You could scroll down and say, I'm okay with this. Michael's T-shirts.online, $1 for the first year, $3 every year after that. That looks pretty good, so you go ahead and add it to the cart. You can continue scrolling through, and by the way, you don't need any of this stuff here, but you can keep scrolling through, maybe add a couple of these to your cart, and then once you get to your cart, you can decide, hey, I like this one, I don't like this one, don't like this one, and you settle with one domain. But for now, let's go ahead and keep Michael's T-shirts.online in the cart. I'm going to click checkout. So when you come to the cart, you can see two things, domain registration length and domain privacy. With Namecheap, they offer domain privacy for free. That is why I absolutely love this company. If you go to a site like Bluehost or HostGator and you want to get hosting and they say they offer a free domain name, they are going to charge you about $1 a month for this feature that Namecheap is offering for free forever. So this is just another reason why I love Namecheap and why even though you can get a free domain from Bluehost.com or HostGator.com, it doesn't mean that you should go with them and not buy a domain name from a site like Namecheap. So I'm going to be sticking with Namecheap as my domain registrar and the site SiteGround for my website hosting. I'm keeping them separate. I don't like combining them. I've done it in the past. And when you combine them together, it makes it really tricky when you've set up your site on your website hosting account with this domain name, but then you choose to change the domain name, but then you have the old domain name with your website hosting, but it's not the right one. It's just too confusing. So I like to keep them separate. Here you can choose the duration of the domain that you want to rent. I like to stick with 1 year. I'm going to leave this turned off, and I'm going to keep this enabled. You can scroll down. You don't need any of these features because with SiteGround, we're going to get this for free and we're going to get a lot of other cool stuff for free. We don't need WordPress hosting. I'm just going to tell you now, you can sign up for this stuff if you want, but you do not need it. I can show you how to do this for free, and I've already created a video that I will publish today along with this video on how to create your very first custom email and how to set it up to connect with Gmail. So anyway, you don't need any of that stuff. Next, you're going to come over here and click Confirm Order. If this is your first time using Namecheap, you're going to come over here to the right and create a free account. Click Create Account and continue once you've done all of this stuff. And if you already have a username and password, you can go ahead and log in. Once you're on the checkout page, you can see that we have this deal. It added the coupon code automatically. So this very first domain right here is 98 cents for this first year. And then it's going to be $3 or so every year after that. It's really, really cheap. And especially once we see the price of the website hosting, you'll see that I said $50 for the first year, but it'll actually come out to about $25 for the first year. You can compare that to Shopify, which if you paid monthly, that's the equivalent of paying for Shopify for 1 month versus the 1 year with my setup. You're going to scroll down, you're going to add your payment information and your issue receipt for information, where you live, your phone number and email address, all that good stuff. And then you're going to come over here and click Pay Now. Once you've purchased your domain name, you can come up here, now that you have an account, and click on Dashboard. As you can see, I have a domain right here, makingmoneywithmichael.com. I purchased that just a couple of days ago because this is the domain that I will be using for this series of videos. The only thing that we need to do here is head over here to the Manage button, this gray button right over here, click Manage, and let's go ahead and scroll down on this page where it says Name Servers. Right here, we are going to click this select field and choose Custom DNS. Now, since we are using SiteGround, I already know what these two fields need, but if you choose Bluehost or HostGator or Hostinger or another website host, you will enter in different information here. But for now, we are going to enter in our custom DNS, which is just going to point our domain name to our website hosting. It's ns1.siteground.net and ns2.siteground.net. Once you have these filled in exactly like this, you can have them all capital letters, it doesn't matter, as long as they're typed word for word, ns1.siteground.net and ns2.siteground.net. You're going to come over here and click this green check mark. Now when you do that, it says DNS server update may take up to 48 hours to take effect. But from what I've noticed with SiteGround and with Namecheap, it is super quick and it never takes 48 hours. But there is that chance that it will. So now that you've done that on your domain name, you're going to head to siteground.com. There is a link in the YouTube description for you, and you can use it to get started with website hosting. So go ahead and click Get Now, and you can choose what website hosting plan you want. If you only bought one domain name, this would probably be the plan for you, the startup plan. $2 a month, it gets you one website, a bunch of space, 10,000 visits monthly, which I think is a really great number for those that are just getting started. Free WordPress installation, free SSL. If you remember SSL from getting the domain, it was going to cost you about $7 a year. With SiteGround, it's free, and a bunch of really great stuff. So let's go ahead and click Get Plan. You can choose any of these plans though that you want. And since we registered a domain name with Namecheap, we can enter that in here. So we're going to select I already have a domain, and I'm going to type in the domain that I have. And once you've entered in your own domain name here, click Proceed. And the last steps are filling out your account information. So you're going to be creating a SiteGround account. You are going to enter in your first name, last name, city, street address, zip code, and phone number, and your credit card information. And here you can choose the hosting period. You can choose 1 month, $20. You can do 24 months for $239 today, or the 12-month deal. This is the deal that is going to save you a bunch of money and to help you figure out if you actually want a website. $23.88. So this is what we will be choosing, the 12-month plan. You don't need the site scanner. All you need to do is read the terms of service and privacy policy, then check this box, and you don't need to check this one at all, and then click Pay Now. Now, I already have website hosting with SiteGround, but those are the steps that you would need to get started with your domain name and your website hosting. Now that you've locked in these really great deals, you can get started with getting your website up and running. In the very next video, I will be showing you how to install WordPress in your new SiteGround hosting. And I'll show you how to log into your website. It's going to be cool, you're going to be excited, it's fun, and this is going to be a really great series of videos specifically for beginners who want to build their very first e-commerce WordPress website. And again, you don't need any knowledge of code. I'm going to show you drag and drop technologies that are amazing, and you are going to have a blast. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And in the very next video, we're going to get your website all set up. So stay tuned.